Starting off some chicken stock, browning some chicken. That's some really nice color going. Add 5 quarts of water, medium onion, coarsely sliced, some celery, some carrots, fortify the stock, and 3 bay leaves. Bring it up to a boil and let it simmer for about an hour before you pull the chicken. I pulled all the chicken from the stock after about an hour and 20 minutes. Stock's just starting to come back up to a simmer after I added another 1.5 quarts of water. We will boil this down and get it to reduce probably by about an inch. Then we'll add the bones back in and continue simmering stock for another 3 hours. Now that it's coming back up to a simmer, I'm going to skim as much of the oil and fat off the top and let it condense down to a nice broth before adding the bones back in. I added a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, 1/4 teaspoon of rosemary, 1/2 teaspoon of parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of chives, and 1/4 teaspoon of sage to help flavor the broth. And we'll let this cook down probably another 1/2 inch or so, and then it should be ready to throw the bones all back in and continue gathering collagen from the bones and flavor. Turn this into a really good thick stock. Peeled all the chicken, returned all the bones back to the stock, and we'll let it cook for another couple hours. Once the stock with the bones is cooked for about 2 more hours, 4 hours total, get a strainer, put in a couple layers of cheesecloth, start straining your broth. Up with 5 quarts of strained stock, which I'm going to turn back into the pot and start fixings for chicken noodle soup. And I'm also making chicken and dumplings. Also putting a couple of quarts aside, probably put them in the freezer for another time.